Oh my god. Did you know that you could make a boiling frog hot pot? Guess I just must have never tried cooking off the grid with a frog in my inventory before, because I swear to you I'm seeing this for the first time. A slow boil seals the fate of succulent wild-caught frogs. A fiery frog blood broth infused with green peppercorn, ginger, and chili fills the sim with amphibian zeal. Hi kids, welcome back to my Build Newcrest Legacy Challenge Empty World variation. A take on the original challenge with a little bit of a twist. Every single sim in the world is going through an apocalypse, and it's up to just one family to rebuild all of society from the ground up. We return to the plot taker household where Bonnie, our animal enthusiast teenage daughter, is bonding with our new hen chick that we just named Pot Pie. She's dancing to entertain Pot Pie and just discovered that she loves dancing. All right, pop off, Bonnie. By the way, Bonnie's mother, Penny Pizzazz, is currently still passed out in this bush. Despite appearances, I promise that she hasn't been hitting the bottle. She's just, she's exhausted and she has an outdoorsy lifestyle, so of course she's asleep in a bush. Bonnie is chatting with Jillian Richards, and unfortunately they do not seem to be getting along at all. Jillian is a friend slash crush of Bonnie's oldest sister, Beth Plottaker, who is coming over right now to chat with Jillian. Bonnie is picking the most unhinged location to do these push-ups. Beth has chosen to lure Jillian away from her home and get away from her sister's lack of socially acceptable behavior. After a little bit of friendly socializing, Beth is going to reveal her crush on Jillian. It looked like Jillian reacted positively to that, so maybe Beth can have her first kiss with Jillian. Gotta take a screen cap. Okay, that looks like it went well. Beth is going to do a little bit more flirting and is going to offer Jillian a rose. It's 10 in the evening and Beth has been tired for several hours, so she's heading to bed. Bonnie is chatting with both her parents in the kitchen. Her father is Angel Plottaker, who is the Legacy family founder. And we talked about her mother before, but she was simply a pair of legs sticking out of a bush, so let me officially introduce you to Penny Plottaker. Speaking of that bush nap, Penny is uncomfortable. Last resort bush nap from sleeping in a bush. Bushes make bad beds, even if it's a last resort. Okay, wow. I really thought that her outdoorsy lifestyle meant that she was going to enjoy that, but I guess not. I mean, who told you to sleep in a bush? Your bed was like a couple of feet away. Continuing our family introductions, this little nugget is Bee Plottaker. She is actually an alien currently disguised as a human. She was birthed by Angel, who got abducted and then pollinated by aliens, and he gave birth to her, which I guess maybe technically means that makes Angel Bee's mother and not her father. Huh? Looks like Bee's leveling up her skills quite well. She's maxed out 3 skills and is almost done with movement. There are 6 members of the Plottaker household altogether, and this is the final one. This is Betsy Plottaker. She is Bonnie's twin sister, and she just recently entered into a relationship with her girlfriend, Dorothy Delgado. It's almost Beth's birthday. We're still trying to finish the last part of the Generation 1 challenge, which is for Angel to grow 8 perfect quality plants. But it's currently looking like our eldest daughter, Beth, is going to be the Generation 2 heir apparent. Ideally, Angel would have finished his Generation challenge before Beth aged into an adult, but we are so far away from having a single perfect quality plant that unfortunately it looks like that's just not going to happen. Ooh, it is 2:30 in the morning and my alien toddler has learned that children are supposed to be feral at this age apparently, so she's doing her best to embody the terrible twos. No one is up to discipline her except her teenage sister Betsy, who is currently busy reading a book inside, so of course, Bee's just gonna make even more of a mess. and she just reached movement level 5. Bee has fully developed her movement skill. She can now easily climb stairs. The family is out here fertilizing plants, and we have one plant ready to evolve. This bluebell plant is now magnificent quality. Oh, this strawberry bush is now ready to evolve to magnificent quality too. I did a count, and I have 8 magnificent quality plants within the garden, and magnificent is the stage right below perfect. So we're getting close, but we're not quite there yet. Beth is making a salad. We have the Simple Living lot trait on, so it's one of the meals we can prepare with just all of the produce that we've been growing on this lot. Beth has unlocked the ability to write a Simple Living cookbook on the computer. This book can be read by others for maximum cooking skill gain. I guess it'd be helpful if we had a computer or electricity, but we don't. So Penny's gonna make herself some lunch after spending the entire morning staffing the selling table. Oh my god. Did you know that you could make a boiling frog hot pot? Guess I just must have never tried cooking off the grid with a frog in my inventory before, because I swear to you I'm seeing this for the first time. A slow boil seals the fate of succulent wild-caught frogs. A fiery frog blood broth infused with green peppercorn, ginger, and chili fills the sim with amphibian zeal. Some cultures eat frog, and I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, but this still surprised me. I'm gonna have Penny make pumpkin stew instead. Beth is going to continue a composition she was writing on the violin for a jaunty strain, which is what the composition is officially called for some reason, but I think it's also a 420 reference. So I guess we have some stoners on the Sims development team. By the way, Popeye got inside and Bonnie has ordered her back to her coop. Jillian was walking past the house, so Beth is going to pause her songwriting to spend a little quality time together. Beth is going to attempt to seduce Jillian, and now she's going to serenade Jillian on the violin. Oh, come on, get out of the way. I swear, someone's always trying to block someone's game in this world. So rude. Even Beth is awkwardly laughing about it. Jillian seems to like it, so I guess everything's fine. Beth has asked Jillian to come to the usual spot to chat more privately. I queued up Beth to declare her love for Jillian publicly, and this is happening. For some reason, she's singing it out. Shout out, she sounds pretty good, but I didn't think that was part of this interaction. Beth is feeling confident, so we're going to give Jillian a suave kiss. Oh. I just stumbled upon a number of mess around options. I mean, Jillian is very flirty, Beth is very confident, and Beth has definitely let herself get swept up by her feelings before, so okay, we'll leave them to that. This man just knocked over our trash can. The gall. Right, Betsy's come over to play in this trash. Oh no, she's hysterical. Girl, calm down. Oh, I guess Beth is done messing around. She was sleeping before, so I thought that she was gonna end up sleeping in the tent, but looks like she's headed to bed. Oh, Jillian's still here. So Beth's gonna wake up and say goodnight before she leaves. You're so fun to be around. I really enjoy spending time with you, and I hope you feel the same way about me too. Uh-oh, Beth is stinky, and Betsy can smell it from there. Okay, let's let Jillian leave so you can take care of your needs, Beth. Our little alien toddler Bee is walking around aimlessly in the garden. Penny's gonna come over and entertain her. You know what? Penny should really adopt Bee as a care dependent, since she basically takes care of her like a parent would anyway. Penny is now a caregiver of Bee. This means that she will check on the toddler's needs on a regular basis. And Penny looks to be teaching Bee some flashcards in the middle of the garden. It's 5:30 in the morning and Bee is the first one up. It's almost her birthday. Oh, and the poor little nugget is upset because she had a nightmare. Poor thing. It feels like forever since Betsy has been romantic with her partner. It's been maybe a single day. It could be paranoia, it could be anxiety, or a gut feeling, but Betsy can't help wonder what her partner is up to or who they're seeing behind her back. I'd like to call Betsy out here for being a little too clingy, but let's not forget that her girlfriend used to have a crush on her eldest sister, so, I kind of understand. Since Betsy is up, she's going to read a toddler book to her half-sister. Bonnie's going to feed our cowplant Pakun, and then she's going to spend some time caring for our hen chick Pot Pie before she gets started on some gardening. Ooh, this cherry tree is ready to evolve to magnificent quality. Bonnie has reached gardening level 10. Bonnie is now the ultimate gardener. Congrats to our sweet baby angel Bonnie. Look at her striding out of the tree orchard with confidence. Yes, queen. Penny developed a fear of death after she turned into an elder, so she's going to discuss it with Angel as the first step to try to get over that fear. Our eldest daughter, Beth, currently has 4 crushes, and one of them is walking into her house right now. This is Nash Bia, and it looks like Angel's friend Akira Kipo is at the door as well. Beth and Nash are hanging out behind the chicken coop. Nash looks to be in a flirty mood, so Beth and Nash are gonna mess around in a bush. Okay, moving on. Cooking is delectable. Flip those flapjacks, toss that sauce. Betsy is in her element. Does she want to gobble up this opportunity to embrace that she likes cooking? I'm just happy that she finally likes one of the things that will help her family survive. Oh. Beth has autonomously started kissing Nash's neck in the middle of the crowded kitchen. And it looks like Betsy kind of hated it. It seems Dorothy, Betsy's new girlfriend, has come over for a visit. Betsy's going to chat it up with Dorothy and show her a little affection. Angel is now giving Betsy the same third wheel treatment that he was giving Beth. At least we know that he doesn't play favorites among his children. Dorothy's going to use this opportunity to get on Angel's good side, however, so they are going to include him in this conversation. Beth, on the other hand, is saying hello to another one of her 4 crushes, Alexis Flex, and their romance bar is really high, so she's actually going to ask him to become her boyfriend since they like each other and, they've already messed around, so it seems fair. Alexis just became the boyfriend of Beth. Back to Betsy and Dorothy. They are chatting and Betsy's going to discuss her relationship fears, which looks like Dorothy's providing some reassurance for. Betsy put herself forward and opened a line of communication, but the problems aren't over. Maybe another day of communicating her worries will finally help overcome her fears. Now I'm going to say that Betsy is pretty enamored. I think she's smitten enough that she's going to offer Dorothy a promise ring. Let's get a couple of screenshots. Oh wow, that rock is big. Listen, as a promise ring, I understand that they're probably using costume jewelry and not any precious stones, but wow. Oh, they look so happy. Oh, Alexis is telling Beth a very animated story. Looking at Alexis's profile, he is a hot-headed geek, and they are soulmates. In addition, Alexis is officially Beth's boyfriend now. Interestingly, Beth has the closer from happy memories and deeply connected sentiments for Alexis, but seems to be missing the crush sentiment that we know she had earlier. However, it does look like Alexis has a crush sentiment about Beth. Beth has a happy moodlet from having a new partner. A new relationship is a happy event in any sin's life. Betsy wants to talk about marriage with Dorothy. Wow, you still have a lot of time left as a teen, so just maybe chill out on the wedding planning for now, Betsy. Instead, we're gonna ask her a risque question, because that's better somehow. Celebrate Beth's birthday by throwing a rocking birthday party. It's wild to think that Angel's first baby is going to become an adult. Our little toddler bee woke up early because she needs to use the potty. She's maxed out almost all of her toddler skills, but is missing just a little bit of thinking. I feel like we can get there. Bonnie is going to help Bee by teaching her flashcards. And there we go. Bee has reached a level 5 of thinking. B sleeps the night and never defies. She can now learn letters from flashcards and practice spelling with nesting blocks. Oh, it looks like it's B's birthday as well. Oh my gosh, look at our little hen chick Popeye running towards our little nugget bee. Aww, that's so cute, I might throw up. Penny just reached video gaming level 8. How? Oh my god. She doesn't like technology, but here she is gaming on her mobile phone. Looks like she took an excuse of taking B out for a walk, almost as if she's hiding it from her family. Okay, but you're breaking the apocalyptic immersion, so let's stop that, Penny. Speaking of breaking apocalyptic immersion, Nash sent Beth a text saying that he heard that she and Alexis started dating. That's a yikes, but we're just gonna ignore it because officially we have no phones during this generation. A new person has come to the door. This is Kelly Landgrab. Beth's going to introduce herself and invite her in. It's the daughter of Nancy and Jeffrey, and unfortunately for her, the little sister of Malcolm. Inexplicably, Kelly's mood is flirty. We're just going to do some small talk, chat about the weather, things like that. Autonomously, Beth played a prank on Kelly, but apparently her reputation is so good, their friendship bar is really high, and it looks like Kelly enjoyed it. Kelly is kissing Beth's hands. Whoa, what is going on here? Wow, Popeye has grown up into a hen. Angel can now harvest eggs that Popeye has produced in the coop. Make sure to check every morning to see if there are eggs to be found. There she is. Popeye is an adult hen. Let's give her a nugget of advice and spend some time socializing with her. You know, we managed to finish today's chores and we still have a little time left in the evening, so perhaps we should go on a family trip to the trading post. It's been a while since we've been there. We can sell off our produce and then, just spend a little quality time together just somewhere that isn't this lot. Now, unfortunately, it looks like it is raining here. Well, first things first, let's hire a vendor and sell off our produce. There are a lot more people participating in the gardening now, so Beth is going to go first. Right now, the household funds are at 98,968 simoleons, and Beth sold off 957 items for 28,028 simoleons, bringing our household funds to 126,996. Angel's gonna go next. Beth is pretty hungry, so while she waits, she's gonna order in this stall right here in the back. Let's get a hamburger. Angel has made his way to the trading post and is selling off 918 items for 28,942 simoleons. So the household tally has risen to 155,938 simoleons. Angel's now also going to buy a few grocery items: milk, cheese, flour, sugar, red meat, and white meat for 1,120 simoleons. Betsy is feeling energized about exchanging promise rings with Dorothy. A cinnamon bug is never too young to make a pact that could last a lifetime. Right, Betsy fell out of love with gardening, but she still has some produce in her inventory, so it's time to sell it off. Betsy was able to haggle with the vendor and get a small selling bonus. She's selling 959 items for 24,741 simoleons. That's upping the household total to 179,547 simoleons. Earlier, I sent Angel out to gather some water and fish, so he just picked up the fishing skill. It's now Bonnie's turn to sell off her produce. She was also able to negotiate for a 10% bonus on the selling price, so she's selling off a total of 617 items for 19,419 simoleons. Bonnie has brought up the household total to 198,958 simoleons. B is really hungry, so Beth's gonna take her over to the food stand and buy her something to eat. We'll get her a hot dog. Penny's made her way to the market stall to be the last person to sell off her produce. Penny does a lot more collecting than gardening, so she only has 58 items to sell off for 618 simoleons. But that was enough to bring our household total up to 199,565 simoleons. So in one trip, we've already added 100K to our household funds. The amount of money that you can make with gardening is ridiculous once you sort of get established. It looks like Betsy is making something on the grill and just reached cooking level 7. Looks like Betsy has made nachos. Originating from Spain, pinchos have become part of the Latin American culture. Pinchos can often be found in bars, restaurants, as well as on street vendors. In Latin America, pinchos are made with a variety of proteins. A favorite is chicken marinated in different sauces or spices. The family looks to be having some good quality time together, but everyone's starting to look pretty tired, which is fair because it's already past midnight, so we should probably head home soon. All right, we are back home. As everyone was heading to bed, Beth aged up. Young adulthood, lifelong responsibilities, burgeoning careers, and vast horizons await whoever said their 20s aren't a blast. She's aging up with emotional control and good manner traits. I'm gonna have to select her adult aspiration. Since she's our heir apparent, she does have an aspiration that she's supposed to do for Generation 2 of the challenge, which is Big Happy Family. But since we haven't started Gen 2, it doesn't really seem right to give her a head start, so we're just gonna give her another aspiration. Maybe we'll give her freelance botanist. But in picking her adult trait, it should be fine to give her the adult trait that should be helpful in ultimately fulfilling her Gen 2 aspiration, so let's go with family-oriented. These Sims become happy around family members, become sad if they don't interact with family for a period of time, and can boast about family. Oh. The musical sting surprised me. High school dropout. Beth has dropped out of high school. She will be unable to join some careers until she earns her diploma online. After aging out, Beth is headed off to bed. Everyone is asleep, but B has woken up at dawn because it looks like she's about to age up. Except that she wants someone to witness it, so it looks like she's woken up her sister Betsy. At least Betsy seems psyched about it. Ooh, it's the first day of fall too. B aged up. Childhood. Balance, creativity, rule breaking, and temper tantrums await. Let the games begin. Since she maxed out her toddler skills, she's growing up with level 2 in motor, social, mental, and creativity skills. I used a website to randomly select B's traits and aspirations and got the childhood aspiration for artistic prodigy, plus the traits outgoing, self-assured, and pro. Which is kind of funny because she inherited the self-assured trait from her father, which means that technically she could become the Generation 2 heir if for some reason both Beth and Bonnie don't make it to the start of Generation 2. This having an alien heir is kind of wild. B has come of age. She can now set her own disguise. Oh, look at what a cutie she is. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna leave it off. And next time we'll give both B and Beth their childhood and adulthood makeovers, respectively. Comment below and let me know which makeover you're looking forward to most. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel or give it a little like. It's free for you, gives me a little hit of serotonin, and really helps the YouTube algorithm recommend my videos to other people that might enjoy them as well. Thanks so much for watching, kids. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye! Can you believe it's March already? I feel like the year just started and it's just been relentlessly non-stop. At least for where I live, March is sort of like the first month where you actually don't get a bank holiday, so it can seem really long. I mean, if I were you, I'd try to schedule some time for myself, rest, recuperate, be kind to yourself, at least before the month is out.